Well, hello everybody. To save a little battery, I saved you from the startup procedures. We're now taxiing, and hopefully we will be taking off soon. We're in Hanscom Field, a very good, otherwise known as Bedford, very good airport for the Boston area. A lot of jets and a lot of planes come in here. So we're going to fly back visual. It's only a 30-minute flight. The original IFR route I was given, which we would have changed probably in the air, but put me towards some thunderstorms. And I mean, I know obviously we changed it. They wouldn't put me into thunderstorms intentionally, but it's a clean shot home. So we're gonna do a VFR flight. So I've done all the pre-flight. We're just taxiing out to the end of the runway, and it should be a pretty quick takeoff. 30-minute flight, and hopefully my narration is good for everybody. I do enjoy doing this, and a lot of people pay us a lot of good compliments. Bruce is my editor. He is fantastic, and he does a great job. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. And for everybody's edification, nothing blocks my vision. They're strategically placed. Okay, we're coming here to the end of this little Cessna there. Another plane landing. And let's check everything here.
48 Bravo Alpha, right transfer northwest is approved, runway 29.
Brake is set. Everything's in the green. Looking at the traffic. Looking at my checklist. Ice protection not needed. It is a warm day. Next thing will be landing gear. Looks like that Cessna's getting ready to take off. And Hanscom Tower, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie is ready for takeoff.
Jet 430 Delta Charlie, Hanscom Tower, roger.
And if you look out the pilot side, that's where we're going, to the west. And it's a nice clear shot. Do see some storms developing, which is going to happen in the summer whenever you have some moisture and heat. But so far these are easy to circumnavigate. Over to my west, I don't know if Bruce can show you that. I'll put it here. Over to my west is a lot of stuff, but we're not going that way.
23 November Delta, base turn is approved, runway 29.
Just going to give you a green light here. See, I didn't want to go that way.
30 Delta Charlie, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie on runway 29.
3239 November Delta, your number 2, found a warrior on a right base to a 1.5 final.
Number 2.
Hi. We're clear for takeoff.
Cessna 48 Bravo Alpha, maintain at or below 1,500.
And the next thing on the checklist will be landing gear up.
Below 1,500.
On takeoff, we do things pretty quick. It's landing gear, MCT for maximum continuous thrust. We're bringing the thrust levers back a hair. And the flaps come up. Okay, the flaps are in the takeoff position. I hold brakes. It's just my SOP. Full power, holding brakes. Want to get them up to the carrots and then brake release. Those engines spool up. Okay. And as always, get any alerts below V1. We stop on the runway after V1. We take in the air. Now we are at rotation speed now after V1. Okay. Gear comes up.
Bedford Tower 223 Tango Papa visual 29.
Third 223 Tango Papa, Hanscom Tower, continue downwind outside base. You're going to be number 3, found a warrior in the opposite downwind.
Okay, continue downwind. You call the base. Looking for traffic will be number 3 Tango Papa.
Cessna 8 Bravo Alpha, altitude your discretion.
Altitude at own discretion, that's Alpha Bravo Alpha.
30 Delta Charlie, on course southwestbound is approved. Contact Boston departure 124.4.
24.4 Boston, on course approved 0 Delta Charlie, thank you.
39 November Delta, turn base.
Hi.
Turn base 99 November.
We're on heading mode.
We're 9 November Delta, your number 2, following a warrior just crossing threshold, runway 29, clear, touch and go.
Touch and go, runway 29 or 99.
Come left. Autopilot. Pull some power. And switch frequencies. Come left.
Speed target. November 7 Tango Juliet, radar contact a mile southwest.
I'm using the heading bug because we don't want to go into that.
7 Tango Juliet.
Speed target. Juliet, maintain VFR at 3,000.
I could go up to 250 knots.
7 Tango Juliet.
November 02 Mike, turn right, heading 110.
Right, 110, 0 X, Mike.
Give that some berth, a wide berth. Hello, Boston. HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie just took off from Bedford, 2,000 feet on a heading of about 280.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, Boston approach IDAT. What's your destination?
Farmingdale, Foxtrot Romeo Golf, and I'd like to climb VFR to 16.5.
Number 0 X-ray Mike, traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles northbound, altitude 2,500.
We're looking.
Technically, I can just do that myself.
0 X-ray Mike, terminal heading 070.
But I'd like to.
0700 X-ray Mike.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, radar contact 8 miles northwest of Bedford, altimeter 2965.
2965, 0 Delta Charlie, coming up to 16.5 VFR.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, roger. And you said you're going to track that heading for a while?
Yeah, just circumventing some thunderstorms I see on the next red. All right, let's dial in 16.5.
Traffic in sight, no factor, 0 X-ray Mike.
Number 0 X-ray Mike, roger.
Hold a little power until I set everything up. Got 16.5 in the pre-select. And we're starting a nice climb. And I can see it's clear straight ahead. And then we'll turn left a little bit more towards where we gotta go. Okay, going back to the checklist, landing gear is up, your dampener's on, flaps are up, thrust is MCT, flight guidance as needed.
Number 0 X-ray Mike, just going to maintain 1,800.
1,800, 0 X-ray Mike.
Kick off the autopilot for a second. And so I go underneath these clouds and I find a nice hole. Yes, I know, honey. So just hand flying for a few minutes here, still climbing, but climbing slowly. I see a nice opening, and then I'll continue the climb.
Number 0 X-ray Mike, turn right, heading 190.
Right, 1900, 0 X-ray Mike.
Pull some power.
Number 0 Delta Charlie, contact Boston Center 133.42.
3342. There's a nice opening. I will continue the climb. To MCT. Pull the nose up. Belch. And I will use the autopilot. Heading.
516 Charlie,
and breaking out nice. And you could see the thunderstorms off the pilot side. Really clear now. Come left a little bit. Notice I didn't rush to call Boston. You fly, you aviate, navigate, communicate in that order.
Flight level 230,
I'm going to call him here in a second. Hello, Boston. HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, 10,200 for 16,500.
430 Delta Charlie, Boston Center, roger. Are you navigating direct Farmingdale now?
Yeah, I just had to circumnavigate some T-storms, and then I'm pretty much gonna go direct right now.
Roger, thank you. You said 16.5?
16.5 VFR.
Right, Shamrock 13 Romeo climbing 10,000.
And as you can see, we should be able to do a direct shot, pretty much.
Turn 10 degrees to the right, vector for your climb. Climb and maintain,
well,
flight level
yeah, I want to top those.
I'm going to tell you about 210,
See how that goes.
10 degrees, which is 100, Shamrock 13 Romeo.
Shamrock 13 Romeo, beginning at about 30
Let's
miles
go
is the
ahead.
line of moderate to extreme precipitation, extending about 20 miles.
So I see
Victor 5627,
developing thunderstorm right in front of me, certainly one to the left.
Victor 5627.
Shamrock
You can see the
Romeo, stay
ones in front of me and the one to the left, and I see lightning strikes again.
Roger, you can expect Brad off.
Now we're either going to top that or I'm going to go to the right of it. You can see it on the weather radar.
18.42, good day.
Right of it.
430 Delta Charlie, I'm showing just off of your left, about 6 miles an area of moderate to extreme precipitation, extending about 10 miles, and then a small gap of scattered moderate precipitation, and then to the right of that So that would be about 1 o'clock and 20 miles. Again, moderate to extreme precipitation for about 5 miles.
And I concur. Thank you for that heads up. I'm seeing it visually in radar. So I'm going about 20 right to get around it.
All right, perfect. Thank you. If you could just keep me advised of your turns, just for departure traffic, I've got. American 2020, descend via the Roebuck.
Still going to have to go to the right.
Left to Providence, altimeter 2968.
All right, 2968, descend via the Roebuck, 3 arrival, 22 left for American 2820.
Shamrock 13 Romeo, climb maintain flight level 230.
Climb maintain flight 230, and will we be able to keep this maintained heading of 100 for 60 miles?
Yeah, I got to go about 280.
Center to Sam 306.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Might want to vector people around that cell we just flew through. That was definitely moderate turbulence, borderline worse than that.
All right, Vistan 306, thank you.
And for 0 Delta Charlie, I do need to turn to about a 285, maybe 290.
I stepped on somebody, Vistan 306, cross wiper at 1000, Bradley altimeter 2966.
Wiper at 1000, Vistam 306.
And 0 Delta Charlie, I need to turn to about a 290 for a few minutes.
Roger, 0 Delta Charlie, you can just turn as needed, just thanks for letting me know.
0 Delta Charlie.
JetBlue 1138, 230.
JetBlue 1138, Boston Center.
Now normally, I would climb higher, but I'm going visual.
JetBlue 15.
When you're going westbound, you're limited to 16,500. And if I gone IFR, 6 half dozen the other. If I gone
5627 to
IFR,
Providence, altimeter 2968.
certainly we would have worked out a route that wouldn't put me through thunderstorms, of course.
87 contact
And they'd let me go higher, but on a short flight like this, sometimes they don't let you go higher. So the pilot's discretion. I think this one I'm better BFR. So you could see the storms clearly on the next red, and what's really cool, you could see these, looks like nice cotton balls, and they look nice and soft, but they won't be soft. You heard that pilot on the frequency said, yeah, where's the moderate? The reason why they kind of go up is the vertical air currents. So they look like nice cotton balls, but when you see that development, you don't want to go through it.
Okay, you're still getting a bad ride there. FedEx 3714 Boston Center.
So the next red is really good, and we have the onboard radar. This is, I guess, to the millisecond or second. Next red has some time delay, but there's advantages to both.
430 Delta Charlie, contact Boston Center 132.65, good day.
32650, Delta Charlie, good day. 3265, thanks for that. And we'll get around some of these and come back to the left. Hello, Boston, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie. Cleared forward 16.5, maneuvering around some thunderstorms.
430 Delta Charlie, Boston Center, roger. The Bradley altimeter 2966.
29060 Delta Charlie, thank you. And a little bit more, and I could go to the left. Give it a little more speed.
0 Delta Charlie, I'm showing a small area of moderate to extreme precipitation off here about 10 o'clock and about 15 miles, and then past that it looks like it's just scattered moderate precipitation.
And I totally concur with that, seeing it visually and next red. So yeah, you're right on. And so I'm just going to get around that. I think I'll be in the clear for 0 Delta Charlie.
All right, sounds good.
The weather's making you work a little today, huh?
That's right, yeah. I better get out of here soon before it rolls in.
Yep.
A bunch of it last week.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I needed to, and like if this eye was blocked, I can ask for what's called a pop-up IFR clearance and then request higher, because the plane goes up to 43,000. We're only at 16,500, and these look like they top out for the most part at like, I don't know, the highest was probably 20,000. So I could always do that. I'm not like, I can do that. It's no problem. But we can just do what we're doing, which is working out just fine. So I'm using the heading bug,
contact Boston Center
and I'm looking at the next red, I'm looking at the radar, and I'm using my Mark 10 eyeballs to see where there's a nice opening. So hopefully this has been somewhat, those that watch the channel, somewhat instructive, because you're getting to see the radar in the next rad and see the real weather because it's daytime. It's a big advantage to when the thunderstorms are flying in the daytime. Too, you get to use your eyeballs. Because nighttime, you're going to be relying just on that, which isn't terrible. So looking out the front, you see a nice. We're going to go right through that like valley of clouds. I see there's some stuff building out over Bridgeport. We'll be cognizant of that and get around that too. Oh, and I got to set up for my my landing. So let me go ahead and listen to set up the weather. Waypoint info, airport, FRG weather. I did check it before I left, so it shouldn't be much different. Yeah, 10 miles visibility, clear.
And I'm showing an area
good split in the temperature.
About 5 miles south of your destination.
Good split in the temperature and dew point, we want that. Altimeter 2969. All right, and we'll prep that. We'll also put in ATIS 2665. X for that. We'll put in tower 188. Oh, that's standing by. We can go ahead and listen to ATIS to compare it.
Takeoff 19. Visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 26,
And November Zulu for traffic, maintain 1,500 feet a minute or greater in the descent.
Runway 19. FTC no time. Kennedy.
That humming is when two airports are using the same frequency, which can happen. As we get closer, we'll pick that up. I go through the rest of my stuff. Really not that far.
Box Center, Transport 3330, heavy is out of 8,200, climbing 10,000.
Transport 3330.
And that's what's good if I have trouble. I get it digitally.
On your route of flight, just a little bit off the left and right side here. Looks like you're in the middle of it.
Okay, we're looking good on our end too, up to 17,000, Air Transport 3330 heavy.
Right through that gap.
Transport 3330, maintain 290 knots or greater for spacing.
290 knots or greater for spacing, Air Transport 3330 heavy.
4010, sky clear. Temperature 26, 2.20, altimeter 2971. Visual approach in use, landing and departing runway 19. FTC no times in effect. Kennedy Airport traffic may transition
runway
to
19.
Republic airspace descending from 4,000. All VFR aircraft are advised to maintain.
I'm just listening for the wind, but it's runway 19.
North of airport. Use caution for
you can definitely see that thunderstorm now off the pilot side.
3330, contact Boston Center 121.35.
Instruction on runway assignment.
121.35, Air Transport 3330.
It'll get clear as we get closer. We know it's runway 19. The wind isn't much different. And we're getting through the gap, just nice. Come left a little.
Set up 2910, 7,000 for 10,000.
2910 Boston Center, climb maintain 17,000, do not exceed 290 knots.
Alright, 17,000, not exceed 290 the speed for Delta 2910.
Now it looks like I want to go to the left. I see some over Bridgeport. And I'm going to want to descend here. And I asked the computer to give me a 3-degree glide slope into Farmingdale. Basically descend now. But I'm going to descend and go to the left. I see there's that building over Bridgeport.
Up with 2910, contact Boston Center 121.35. Good day.
2135, Delta 2910, yeah.
And Boston, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie. I'd like to start our descent towards into Farmingdale. Looks like about this heading should work to get us around most of the T-storms.
HondaJet 0 Delta Charlie, roger that. I am showing that on my side as well. Looks like if you stay on your current heading, you should stay well east of any of the precip I'm showing here, and altitude is your discretion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for 0 Delta Charlie. Good cooperation, right? It's a team. All right, so I'm going to put in descent all the way down to, we'll start at 2,000 feet. Belch, 250 knots. I'm going to pull some power. So I'm using the autopilot, but I'm manually doing it.
0 Delta Charlie, contact Boston Center 134.0. Good day.
3400 Delta Charlie. Thank you.
Anytime.
Nice guy. 340.
Center on 125.57.
I'll descend at about 250 knots. I'm going to bring her back to idle.
Delta 821, clear to right.
And you can see by the radar and the next red, this is a pretty good route. And then we'll turn right.
Ruiz, flight level 230, Delta 821.
And we're catching up with the vertical path. Keep it on Phelps though. That's working out just ducky. Should be able to, here 8 is clearer now, let's see. Not yet.
Copy, Boston United 1625, 12-1, climb 17,000, we're going to need a left deviation.
Everybody's deviating.
1625 Boston Center, roger, come and maintain flight level 230 and stand by, I'll get you a deviation here in just a moment.
Go to the approach.
366 today.
Pretty much have it memorized. 328, already put that in. That's our minimum altitude. We'd have to see the runway by then or go missed. And we'll go ahead and load that. And what I'm going to do, now that that's loaded,
Boston United 1625,
my plan, I'm going to
United 1625,
select Debbie,
contact Boston Center now on 125.57.
125.57, United 1625, good day.
And you can see the storm that's over Bridgeport now out the co-pilot side. Maybe we'll stay on this for a little bit longer. Right there out the co-pilot's window. We're not that close, but
Blue 1963.
go a little bit further south before I turn.
Well, I'm in maintain flight level 210, moderate heavy extreme precipitation along your route beginning in about 20 miles, extends 10 miles along the route.
Yep, it's going to be that kind of night. You can see all the humidity in the air. So what you need is for thunderstorms is moisture and heat.
JetBlue 1963.
And it looks like I can turn more to the right.
Should be about 40 miles.
Roger.
Hold my altitude at
Delta 821, contact Boston Center 133.42.
3342, Delta 821, good day.
and then all of a sudden, a little bit.
I do have routing for you after Cambridge. Next controller might be able to cut you more west. W19.
Wow, got really hazy, right?
To Syracuse via heading 010.
It's all that moisture being held in the air.
Okay, come right now. I have to come just a little bit further right here, but
everybody's got to, this is what pilots do. Got to maneuver around the weather.
Hey, boss, Brigade 56, 64 out of 28 for news at 270.
Brigade 5664, Boston Center, roger.
Precinct going direct to Debbie.
Boston Center.
It looks like we get around it. Could give it a little further south, and then we'll come right.
Number 430 Delta Charlie, Boston.
Yes, Boston.
Number 430 Delta Charlie, contact New York on 124.07.
2407 for 430 Delta Charlie. Have a good night.
You too. Good speed 28, contact Boston
2407. X for that. Oh, didn't quite get there. 24 Fat Finger 07. Extra. Okay.
That's gone 399 New York approach White Plains, altimeter 2968, cross Gwinnett at maintain 11,000.
Gwinnett 11,000, and we have hotel at White Plains, Con 3
right now.
Jet 430 Delta Charlie, New York approach.
Hello, New York. That's about to call you 430 Delta Charlie. 4,400 feet now, descending to 2,500 feet.
HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, New York approach, Bridgeport, altimeter 2968.
2968. I'm heading more or less towards Debbie.
Roger.
2968. This is a good flight for our channel, I think, for people that follow it. Now I'm going to go nav and let it go direct to Debbie, because you can see we've circumnavigated the storm that's off the co-pilot side, and I'm going to go ahead and program in a descent now to like 2,000 feet from here.
All
right, let me go to my checklist now. Pretty much, I'm going to use the checklist to double check, but pretty much I've accomplished everything. All right, no passengers.
Charlie, ready service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved, good day.
Have a great day, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, squawk and VFR. Okay, we hit VFR. Negative gas messages. The next thing up will be flaps. We've set up for the approach. We did the perf. Double, triple check landing data. I just didn't post it yet. Let's review it. I put everything in.
Transcon 399, set to maintain 4,000.
4,000, Transcon 399.
VREF 115. And I'll have a right wind of 7 knots.
5606 to set to maintain 6,000.
I'll go ahead and post that by hitting that button, and the VREF is right there. Hello, Republic, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, coming home with information golf. About a mile west of the North Fort Stacks, 2,000 feet.
HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, Republic Tower, straight in runway 19.
Straight in for 19, HondaJet 430 Delta Charlie, thank you. So I got the approach loaded.
That's the 304, just keep your speed up, please.
We'll keep the speed up, 394.
Actually, I did load the approach, did I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, of course I did. And we're inbound on the approach.
522, taxi deck will be at Bravo Alpha, cross runway 14.
Turn off the radar.
Bravo Alpha cross 14, Scott 5252.
Go to standby on that.
0 Delta Charlie, you are following a Cessna on a 3.5 mile final. If you can, begin reducing your speed.
I'll start reducing, 0 Delta Charlie.
Vertical track.
Okay, 1 notch of flaps. Pull some power. And I'll throw my gear out early. Not too early, but slow it down for him. All right, so.
You say we're clear across runway 14, 522?
Affirmative.
Thank you.
Okay. Drop. Next notch of flaps. Really slow it down. Oh, slow it down pretty good. How's this spacing looking for the HondaJet behind the Cessna?
So far, so good.
Okay. I guess I can put my last notch of, put in my landing flaps. Okay, a little bit of power to hold. Okay, gears down, gears down. We're fully configured to have landing flaps.
0 Delta Charlie, you are still 40 knots faster than the Cessna, but they're on a 2 mile final, should be no factor. Runway 19, clear to land.
Clear to land, behind the Cessna, doing the best I can to slow it down. This is about as slow as I can get here.
That's fine. The speed's going to work out just fine.
Okay, landing gear is down. Runway in sight. Speed brake is not deployed. Flaps are fully configured. That is it. Airspeed is the thing I'm doing. That help the autopilot here a little bit. Go down to 1500. Yeah. I'm gonna hand fly a little bit. Autopilot off and pushing the nose down. A bit high. Power coming out. So in front of us is 4 white lights. And the glide slope over here says we're high, so we're going to take it down because I didn't put the autopilot in approach mode
turn right on runway 32.
fast enough. I could have done it with the
left onto Bravo, taxi with you, 394.
autopilot, just told it to go down, but it's good to also practice hand flying.
1013,
We're going to recapture that glide slope. A little bit of power, we're coming into it now. There's 1 red light. Beautiful. Coming into VREF, putting in a little power to hold. And you can see right here, you see that little magenta star? 2 red lights, that's perfect. So, I feel a little wind. It's good, it's fun. Gotta keep up the skills. You can't let the autopilot have all the fun. Okay, we're fully configured. Gear is down and flaps. So power to hold VREF. Wind is off the right, I can feel it. Okay. Give you a nice landing here. Okay.
Minimums.
Minimums. A little bit high, Come down. Be right on VREF, right on glide slope. That's what we want. There's glide slope. Coming into VREF. Gears down. Okay, pull a little power now. Okay, 1,000-foot marker. Coming up.
Tower Cherokee 1816, let's shoot a 19 Bravo 3 ready.
All right, and brakes.
Bravo 3, line up and wait. 19 Bravo 3, line up and wait, 16 Tango.
3,000.
Charlie to Atlantic.
Yes, sir.
Zero Delta Charlie, turn right at the end, taxi with me.
Right at the end, taxi with you.
2,000.
Zero Delta Charlie, thank you. All right, so I'll have to nail the brakes. Give it I can feel the right crosswind, so I'll give it a little right aileron. Now I'm just managing the power. The kinetic NG, the power's actually, we're at full idle. And I see a Cessna off the right, so we'll have to watch him. Got to do a little weather flying and circumventing it, not in it. And we got to do a little hand flying at the end, which is a lot of fun. Gave you a good landing.
Republic going SLPD 5. We're going to be on station about 5 to your north.
That was Nassau 5?
Affirm, we're going to be on station about 5 to your north.
Nassau 5, roger, the altimeter's 2971.
71 PD5.
Okay. No linemen, line people. So, gotta say, here they're all men. So, park it myself. Oh, there's one guy. Here we are. Well, thanks for coming along for the flight. The batteries apparently worked the whole flight, so that's outstanding. Leave us comments, and if you like what we do, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. See you soon on the next flight.